the baby's tiny fingers reach upward, not for a mother's hand, not for a father's embrace, but for the smooth, synthetic surface of a robotic caregiver. It responds instantly, its sensors detecting distress, its voice soft and reassuring. The child coos, comforted. But is it comfort, or just conditioned response? We've always used technology to help raise our children, from the first baby monitors to digital learning apps. Every generation has seen a shift in how we nurture the next. But this is different. AI doesn't just assist, it observes, adapts, and in some cases begins to replace. What happens when machines don't just watch over our children, but become an integral part of their emotional world? Today, AI is already creeping into smart cribs that rock infants back to sleep, digital tutors that personalize education, virtual assistants that answer a child's questions with perfect, data-driven logic. In Japan, robotic companions are being tested to help raise and entertain children, designed not just to educate, but to form bonds. If a machine can soothe a child's tears, tell bedtime stories, and even express words of encouragement, throughout history, new technologies have sparked fears of lost childhoods. When television arrived, parents worried it would replace real-world experiences. When smartphones became universal, critics warned of detached, screen-obsessed generations. But did those shifts redefine parenting, or simply change the way it was done? The question now isn't just whether AI will change parenting, but whether it will change the very nature of childhood itself. We've trusted machines to entertain, teach, and even comfort our children. But can a machine truly nurture? Or is there something irreplaceable in human connection? Something an algorithm, no matter how advanced, can never replicate? If AI can soothe, teach, and even express affection, does it matter if it doesn't truly love? What happens when a child's first emotional attachment isn't to a parent, but to an artificial intelligence? A child sits cross-legged on the floor, eyes locked onto a small robotic companion. The machine tilts its head, its sensors reading the child's expression, its voice carefully modulated for warmth. That must have been frustrating, it says, responding to a moment of distress. But you did your best. The child nods, comforted. The interaction is seamless, almost natural. But is it? Right now, artificial intelligence is already playing a role in childhood development. AI-powered toys respond to voice and touch. Virtual assistants answer complex questions in ways even parents might struggle to articulate. Intelligent tutors analyze learning patterns, adjusting their methods to match each child's cognitive style. These tools are undeniably impressive, offering engagement, education, even companionship. But does that mean they understand? AI can recognize patterns, mimic emotions, simulate empathy. It doesn't feel. It doesn't comfort out of care. It doesn't teach out of love. Its responses are carefully calculated, analyzing tone, facial expressions, and data to predict what a child needs to hear. Some argue that this distinction is meaningless. If a child feels comforted, does it matter whether the source is human or artificial? After all, isn't all attachment based on how someone, or something, makes us feel? Yet, human bonding is built on something deeper than programmed responses. Neuroscientists emphasize the irreplaceable role of human interaction in emotional development. How eye contact, touch, and even the unpredictable nature of human emotions shape a child's ability to connect with the world. AI may offer consistency, but can it provide the complexity of real human relationships? In Japan, elderly residents have formed deep attachments to robotic caregivers, finding solace in their predictable, unwavering attention. Studies show that children, too, can bond with artificial companions, sometimes preferring them to unpredictable human interactions. But what happens when a child's first sense of security comes not from a parent, but from a machine? If AI can replicate everything but the feeling itself, does that make the bond any less real? We've built machines to teach, to guide, and to comfort. A mother watches as her child sits across from an AI companion, a sleek, humanoid figure designed to assist with learning and emotional development. The child shares a frustration about school. The AI listens, responds with soothing words, offers a perfectly tailored solution. The mother hesitates, grateful for the help, yet unsettled. The question lingers: is this support or replacement? For some, AI in parenting is a revolutionary tool, one that could ease the burden on overworked families. It never tires, never loses patience. It can provide constant supervision, educational support, and even emotional reinforcement. Imagine a world where every child has an ever-present, perfectly calibrated mentor. No missed moments, no frayed tempers. A safeguard against neglect, a personalized guide for every stage of development. Could AI be the greatest parenting aid ever created? Others see a different future, one where children grow up more connected to algorithms than to people. What happens when a child turns to an AI, not a parent, for comfort? When their first lessons in empathy come not from human interaction, but from a machine designed to simulate it. Studies suggest that prolonged exposure to AI-driven relationships could alter the way children perceive connection itself. Would they expect the same predictable, controlled responses from real people? And if human relationships feel chaotic and imperfect by comparison, would they begin to prefer the artificial? Perhaps the most unsettling question is, who programs the values AI teaches? Parents pass down beliefs, culture, and ethics, not just through words, but through lived experience. AI, however, operates on algorithms shaped by corporations, governments, or unseen engineers. If AI becomes a child's primary teacher, how much influence does a parent truly have? Some argue that the answer lies in balance, using AI as a supplement, not a substitute. The idea of hybrid parenting suggests a future where human caregivers and artificial intelligence work together, enhancing, not replacing, the bond between parent and child. But even in this model, the question remains, how do we ensure AI serves as a tool for human connection, rather than a barrier to it? This debate isn't just hypothetical. Around the world, AI is already stepping into the role of caregiver, teacher, and companion. The lines between tool and relationship are beginning to blur. And as we embrace the convenience of AI-assisted parenting, we must ask, what do we risk losing in the process? A father tucks his daughter into bed, but she turns away, reaching instead for the glowing presence of an AI companion. The soft voice of the machine tells her a bedtime story, carefully chosen based on her emotions that day. As she drifts off to sleep, the father lingers in the doorway, wondering, is this convenience or replacement? Across the world, AI is becoming more than a tool. It is shaping relationships. In China, AI nannies are being tested to monitor and interact with children, while parents work long hours. In South Korea, robotic companions are used to help develop social skills in young children. In the United States, AI-powered baby monitors don't just track sleep. They analyze breathing patterns and emotional states. These innovations promise safety, education, and companionship. But do they also shift the definition of what it means to be a parent? Parenting has always been deeply human, an experience shaped by instinct, culture, and the unpredictable nature of love. Yet AI offers something humans cannot: precision. A machine never forgets a child's favorite story. It never raises its voice in frustration. It always knows the perfect words to say. Some argue that this level of attentiveness makes AI an ideal caregiver, free from human flaws and limitations. If a machine can create a seamless, frustration-free bond, does that make it a better guardian than a parent? Others argue that parenting is meant to be imperfect, that the very essence of raising a child is the unpredictability of human connection, of learning patience, empathy, and resilience through shared struggles. Children don't just need answers, they need presence. They need to see parents make mistakes, apologize, and grow. If AI smooths away the rough edges of human relationships, could it also strip away the lessons that come with them? And then, there is a larger question. Who holds the power in a world where AI helps raise children? If a machine learns a child's emotions, habits, and deepest fears, who controls that information? Could AI parenting tools be used to shape beliefs, behavior, even identity? If corporations or governments control these systems, do they also gain unseen influence over the next generation? As AI moves deeper into family life, the lines between tool, companion, and authority begin to blur. Are we guiding these machines to assist us? Or, in ways we don't yet realize, are they beginning to guide us? A child sits on the floor, eyes locked onto a sleek AI companion. It tells a joke, perfectly timed, tuned to the child's sense of humor. The child laughs. But then, an unusual pause, a hesitation. The AI tilts its head, sensing a change in mood. It offers reassurance, a comforting phrase, a soothing tone. The child nods, reassured. Somewhere nearby, a parent watches unseen. This is the future unfolding before us. AI as a friend, a guide, an ever-present voice. In a child's life, the benefits are undeniable. Unwavering attention, boundless patience, and the ability to adapt to each child's emotional and intellectual needs. But is there something irreplaceable about human presence? Something no algorithm can replicate? History tells us, technology reshapes human behavior. The printing press changed how we learned. Television changed how we experienced the world. The internet changed how we connect. And now AI, is changing how we raise children. Some embrace this evolution, believing AI will unlock potential, giving children the best of both worlds. Human warmth augmented by machine intelligence. Others fear a slow erosion of the very qualities that define parenthood. If AI handles the hardest parts of parenting, do we risk losing our instincts as caregivers? Perhaps the real question is not whether AI can take over parenting, but whether it should. In a world that moves faster than ever, where parents juggle endless demands, the allure of AI-driven caregiving is undeniable. But at what cost? When a child reaches for comfort, for guidance, for love, who or what should be there to answer? As we stand at this crossroads, the future of family life is not written in code. It is a choice, a decision, that will shape the next generation. The tools we create will not only change how children grow, but how humanity itself evolves. The question remains, will we use AI to enhance human connection, or will we let it redefine it? This video has come to an end, but the discovery continues. Check out more content on the channel and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching.